How conductive is electricity? You'll find out on this episode of Welding in the Rain. Knock it off. Get out of me. What's up, you fools? Just a little update, since I haven't really been making any video. Done a couple little things, been traveling for work a lot still, but here's a little bit more progress. So this is a 10-gallon fuel cell, pretty universal, has a sending unit built in, a couple 8AN fittings on top for vent, supply, return, such. There's the fill cap right there. I'm actually just gonna extend it over here and move the fuel cap, filler door over here somewhere. Stock is here, but obviously it goes to nothing. And the tank is no longer there because of the BMW subframe taking up real estate. So we probably could have got another Buick tank, but that's just too much of a pain in the ass. The fuel cell is kind of cooler anyways. Plus I got to use the V8 BMW timing chains off my E38 7 Series over there. And I used it and made a fuel tank strap out of it. So there's just a stud that goes through and a nut underneath to tighten it up. And it's actually very solid. So that's kind of cool. Any other progress I've really made is the rear seat area. I started doing all the sheet metal work, closing it off just so we're not sharing the same cabin area as the fuel tank. So a lot of it looks like ass because it's all rusty and shitty and running out of shielding gas, and just trying to make progress still. I got a little bit more pieces to add and get all this finished up. We decided we're only going to do the 2 front seats rather than all 4 like we had originally planned, just because after I get done boxing all this in, there's not really an easy way to put 2 seats in the back and not make it look stupid. Plus, the other thing is, because of the fuel cell and other things probably going in the back, we're not really going to have any trunk space. And if you recall, we're going on a long-ass road trip across the country in this thing, so we kind of need room for suitcases and for sure tools and stuff like that. So we're just going to make like a utility area in the back and then just keep all the creature comfort stuff to the front, which works out better anyways because we had actually a mismatched set of seats. We had 2 black sport seats out of an E46, and then we had 2 tan brownish seats out of an E39 we're going to put in the back. So we had 4 fronts, but it was going to look a little goofy. We'll get it. But I don't have this thing running yet. Today I'm actually, like I said, I'm out of shielding gas, so I'm kind of stuck on the welding because today's Sunday as of this recording. And I'm just going to get to wiring this thing because I pretty much have everything I need to get this thing running. I just got to install it. Motor and trannies in. I got a couple little tweaks to make to some of these brackets, but I can do that at any time. Got to add a little more to the front, which again, I don't recall if I even got some good videos of that last time. We did a Facebook Live since my last video of working on this thing. The mimosa is just for today. That's not permanently there. Ignore that. But I took the old core support and repurposed it, chopped it up, and made it wider so that I can fit our radiator in here, which believe is in here. This place is a disaster running around. We actually used I believe it's like a 32 Ford stock style radiator, all aluminum, 1.5 inlet outlet. So that ought to be perfect for these narrow front nose cars. And then also, I'll go into more of the nerdy technical stuff once we get this thing running, and we'll do like a final review video for this thing. But yeah, it's going in the right direction. And we decided at this point we're not gonna paint all the new stuff. We're just gonna let it keep getting shitty and rusty, since it's been too many weeks between welding and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, it's not super obvious yet. Give it a couple more rainstorms and it'll all look the same. So I'm excited to hear this thing run. Gonna get tires, just a bunch of dumb little stuff. Pretty soon, hopefully she'll be ripping down the road. Little update on the back here. Pretty much got all the sheet metal done in the back. Again, we're going more for function than form, not a show car. There's lots of little tacks. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make enough space to get the rear seats in, but whatever. We needed some storage space anyways because the trunk's being used. But I'm gonna go ahead and seam seal all this, paint it, at least try to keep it from getting a little rusty. Just kind of make the inside look a little cleaner. Got a little more demo to do, rip some wiring out. But next, I gotta fix a couple of these cab mounts. I mean, a lot of this aesthetic stuff I don't really care about, but I just wanna make sure when we go around a corner, the cab doesn't come off. So, trying to interlace the frame and body together with the sheet metal and a couple other solid points. So it's kind of a unibody car now. Not that I anticipate ever needing to pull the body off, but that'll be a fucking project later if we need to. But we got that one to fix. The front, obviously up here is a little holy. Gotta fix this door. Put some sheet metal back, fix the firewall, and then probably onto the seat mounting next. And a little bit on the front, and then I can finally start wiring and running plumbing and brake lines and all that stuff. Should go pretty quick once I get all the fab done. So again, doing this outside, fighting the nice Eastern Tennessee weather. Today you can see it's really windy, so awesome for welding. Stay tuned. All right, so use our professional automotive seam sealer. Caulk, because I have cases upon cases because of other work I do. So yeah, she's gonna be pretty. This is all really just to keep most of the water out of the passenger area. I mean, it's probably gonna go in the trunk because there's this car is Swiss cheese. We're just making it structurally sound. Cosmetically, we are doing the bare minimum. So as you see, you can see the ground in a lot of spots here in the trunk. So if any water gets back here, I'm not super concerned about it. I even left the shock towers open so that water can get in here and rinse this trunk out pretty regularly. So when we spill gas or whatever. Yeah, so that'll be that. What in the heck? I did not even need any help today. Come on, buddy.